So as a language nerd or language learner, I usually talk with people from different countries who have different native languages, mother tongue, however you call that. I met people from almost every country in the world. I mean, in the online space, not in real life. That would be unbelievable. And I had met some people that weren't really the best experience in my life. I want to tell you about the time when I met one English speaker, not native English speaker, but English speaker, which made me angry. He was from Pakistan, and I saw him in one of the language groups. I don't know which one. And he was like, he posted something about making a group chat for English, and it was suspicious because he wrote that only girls, so I was like, this one is probably a creep. So I was bored enough to message him and get in that group chat. There was me and maybe 2-3 other girls, but mostly the two people that talked almost all the time was me and him, or him and I, however you want to construct a sentence. And he told he was English teacher. So I was like, okay, English teacher. And we were chatting, and it was obvious that his English is not on the teacher level. His English was A1 level. It was very bad. It was broken English. He didn't understand my question, which should be really easy for a teacher of English to understand. I asked, which languages beside English and Urdu do you speak? And his reply was always, yes, I speak English and Urdu. Definitely not understanding what I'm asking. I also asked some other questions, and his replies were always in broken English, and I was already fed up with that, and I told him, don't lie that you are English teacher. If you were English teacher, you would understand what I was asking you, and you would answer in a normal English and not writing you instead of YOU and similar things. And I can't even remember what sentences he was saying, but all of that was broken English. And I told him, you can't say that you are English teacher when your English is on A1 level, and my English is much better. I'm much better in writing English, probably even in speaking. And he was trying to defend himself, and the other two girls in the chat were laughing, and I don't I don't know on who were they laughing. Were they laughing at me or at him? But seriously, someone who teaches English should not speak broken English with anyone, because you will teach them, if you are English teacher, you will teach them the broken language, and they will look silly or uneducated because of you. And I doubt that he was English teacher, because he was wanting only to talk with girls, so that's definitely fishy. That's number one red flag. And the other red flag was exactly his level of English. I don't understand people who do that, and I don't understand people who get fished and talk with them more than just to scold them. And whenever I see someone saying that he is expert or has perfect English, perfect this, that, I always suspect that there is something wrong there, that there's something hiding, because nobody is perfect in a language. You can be fluent, but you can't know everything, absolutely everything. And lying about how good are you in some language won't help you in anything. You will get caught one day, and you may even get some punishment for that. You won't get away with that. So that's one of the encounters I had, which were not so great when it comes to communication in the language world. There were several others that were also not so pleasant, but about them I will talk in some other occasion, at or in some other occasion, not sure. Well, that should be all, and I really advise others to be careful. And I mean, yes, you should practice with people, but be careful with what they offer you and what they promise that you will get, because there are people who are dirtbags, who are rude, generally people who just want to scam you or use you for something.